Hello Gemini and welcome to your November general reading. This reading is for anyone who has a placement in the sign of Gemini, such as Ascendant, Sun or Moon, and it's about the time period of November 2022. I'm going to be looking in the most predominant energies for the sign of Gemini for the month of November 2022. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. In this way, you're not going to be missing any of the uploads that I am publishing in my page. Let's see the most important energies and information for Gemini in November 2022. After that, I'm going to be pulling additional cards for the period to the end of this year to see the overall situation. So, Gemini, we have the Nine of Cups as an overall energy of the period. Nine of Swords, the Strength, and the Knight of Pentacles, and right here and right now, Queen of Wands. Gemini, you might find yourself at the beginning of November feeling like you know exactly what you want, why you want it, how to get it. This is the card of you getting what you want the most on emotional level, being satisfied with the results of your achievement and with the processes that you might find yourself involved in. At the same time, right here and right now, it seems to me that you have found your unique talents, and through them you are attracting all success, all desired outcomes, all desired partnerships, people to do with you achieving your goal. You have eternal fire that attracts the circumstances for your benefit. And nobody can resist you really with the energy of the Queen of Wands. This is the energy of someone that knows who they are, know their unique talents and their strength that it's needed in order for them to attract whatever outcome they might desire. This is bold, brave, and fiery energy. And it looks like nothing can stop you, Gemini. It comes to my mind that in the month of November, Mars is going to be retrograding in your sign, and some of you might start to feel some slowdown or some confusion in this period about the developments that they are approaching, and it might put some of you, Gemini, into analysis paralysis mode, or in a situation in which you allowed negativity to overcome your clear sight about what you want and how to get it. Please have in mind that this is just mental energy, and most likely it's not so serious as you can imagine or as you extend it in your mind. Yes, it's never easy to receive what you want, and there are always difficulties on the way, but you have the needed strength. Not only that, your aim for the victory, for being successful, for receiving what your heart desires the most is actually going to be predominant, no matter the shadow of a doubt, if you like, that you might have. And by knowing your heart's true desire, you actually are going to be able to cut out any negativity and any disappointments and any blockages that you might be recognizing in your mind. Please know the demons are much more strong when you don't look at them and let them in your shadow. Once you look at them and you integrate them into your light, or at least in your awareness, situation changes dramatically, in turn that you actually are putting your fears under control by doing so. And this is the recipe for steady progress for you, Gemini, in this time period of November 2022. By this very complicated, for some of you, situation, you're actually going to find your way through more conservative and more traditional approach, very grounded approach to things. And actually this is the mechanism in which you for sure are going to get what you desire the most. This is the night that is in no rush to get whatever they have in their mind, but at the same time, although they are not speeding up the processes, they always manage to get wherever they want to go and achieve whatever they want to achieve. It's just that it's usually more slow than any other night. Still, steady progress for you is on the horizon for the month of November. I'm gonna be pulling 2 more cards to confirm the 9 of Swords and the Strength. Nine of Swords is confirmed by 6 of Pentacles, and the Strength is confirmed by the Tower. You might be lacking the balance that you need right now, on top of all the mental stress, and this is the reason for some of you, Gemini, to really stress out and not be able to sleep at night. Please know that balance takes the right judgment and balancing the material situation that you might find yourself at in order to not stress so much. This material balancing of things, resources, the well-being of others, if you like, might be the root for your sleepless nights. And on top of that, there might be unexpected events happening in the month of November that are going to test your determination to be the winner in these processes, in a way that all of a sudden something unexpected happens. But on top of the fact that it's just a test for you, Gemini, you should also understand that we cannot control absolutely all the events around us. And not only that, things are changing for the better in this case. And you should look in your heart to see in the midst of any unexpected event and check is that still that you had before as the top price, as the top goal in your heart, is it still the same target? Is it still the valuable outcome that you're gonna approach yourself steady and in no rush to receive? Let's see what else the Gemini needs to know for the month of November. Show me more. For Gemini to know for the month of November. King of Wands confirming Nine of Pentacles. The Hermit confirming Nine of Swords. The Death card confirming the Strength. And Four of Swords confirming the Knight of Pentacles. And the possible outcome for the month of November, Two of Wands. Gemini, believe it or not, in the month of November, you're going to be putting a new start, the birth of something new, the beginning of a passionate new, it might be a project, it might be a concept, it might be an activity in which knowing or not seeing it at the moment, you're actually going to start a completely new process. For some of you, this is in the work area, in your business, in your money-making activity. Some of you might be giving the birth of a new project, a new company, a new business idea that you actually are going to start to develop. You're giving an opportunity from the sky above us to really attract and establish a brand new beginning to do with a passion of yours, something that it's a unique talent of yours. And you have all the reasons to be optimistic about it. It's like all of a sudden you know exactly not only what you want, but also how to get there, and you're starting to act on it. Please be aware for these happenings in the time period of November 2022, because for some of you this is a real opportunity for a victory in the work professional sector of your life. For some other of you, all these worries, all this negativity that you carry in your mind about the needed balance is gonna push you on a more eternal level to search for the potential in this situation. How can you actually become the leader of your own life in order to receive such balance, in order to restore material security in your life, Gemini? And it's gonna make you very passionate leader of any activities that you might approach in the process. Also, you need to know that there are certain things that needs to be transformed, and some of them are going to be transformed unexpectedly for you, for your benefit. But on top of that, it might show you, it might indicate to you, Gemini, that there is bigger transformation that needs to be done. Something on top of what you see and realize for this moment needs to be removed, needs to die in order to open the space, the time for a positive new change. Maybe some habits that you have, Gemini, needs to disappear. Maybe certain negative thought patterns needs to go. In any way, in the month of November, you're gonna be under the influence of very strong energies to do with achieving victory through unexpected events and transforming things that your attention might be pointed to look at things that you haven't seen before, or things that you are incapable of removing yourself. These are really big energies in the center of your reading for the month of November, which tells me that you are going to be in a very karmic situation in which you might get the feeling that things are happening no matter what you desire and no matter what your goal is, no matter what your strategy is, Gemini. And it's for the better. You shouldn't lose your temper if this is the case. You have to believe, though, that what you want the most, you're gonna get it. Because this is the situation that I read in your reading for the month of November. And you might not see it because certain events might be dramatic enough, unexpected enough to shake you off this belief. Please know that, Gemini. And you're also advised to really get some mental help, not mental help, maybe you need to get some mental help if I said this, but you should find the time to relax your mind, meditate, literally cut out the stress and put yourself in a mentally comfortable zone in order to contemplate, to decide the exact steps of steady progress to move forward. I believe that Gemini would be provoked in this time period to doubt themselves one way or another. And when a moment like this appears, Gemini, please don't let it rule you. Cut yourself out from the external surroundings and relax your mind, meditate, ask your higher self or your guides for advice, because it might be very, very helpful to put the right practical strategy to get out of any stagnation or any undesired circumstances in this time period. You should also know that you might find a brand new passion in this period, completely new, unexpected desire, eternal fire that can actually burn, at least on emotional, passionate level, all the obstacles. And it's for a reason. You might not be able to see it, but something good is also emerging for you in this time period of stress, unexpected events, and deep, for some of you, painful transformation. Let's see how these energies are prolonging after the end of November for Gemini and through December. I'm gonna be pulling one Major Arcana card. And you have the Empress, such a good energy. 4 material gains, and 3 more cards just to check how these energies from the month of November are prolonging their appearance to the month of December and the end of the year. So we have the Empress together with these 3 additional cards. So we have Prince of Cups, 9 of Cups, and 10 of Cups. And the Empress energy. Gemini, I really believe that all the effort going through the blockages, the negativity, the negative patterns is gonna pay you huge for the month to come in December and the months after that, because you have a double confirmation of 9 of Cups. You are getting what you want at the end of this cycle, Gemini. Believe it or not, it might be after the middle of January even, when Mars is going to be direct in your sign again. It might be in February. It doesn't really matter. You really need to believe that you are going to receive your most desired outcome. What you emotionally will appreciate the most is happening for you, even if you don't see it right here, right now. The Empress is talking for you, putting the right soil in which to put the seed of your desire to give you exactly the outcome that you would like to collect. It talks about prosperity in the long term, comfortable living, and really having fun with the process itself and with the possible outcome that might be the one for you. And on top of this general energy, you have the 10 of Cups, the Prince of Cups. You might receive an offer. For some of you might be an emotional offer, an invitation to dance, romantic, love, relationships. For some of you might be an emotional offer to do with additional support that might help you to go even bolder, bigger, more wild in your desired outcome, because this is the 10 of Cups. And one way or another, you're really making huge progress from the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups with additional help and support. And 10 of Cups is really when you are most satisfied. And with the Empress is literally telling me that such a development is not only possible, but it's really coming for you in the next December, January, February months. Although you might only aim for 9 of Cups. Remember that sometimes there is even more than what we desire the most. This is really good energies for you in the month of November, December, and the months of the next year. I wish for you, Gemini, to really believe that you're capable of even more. That's all I have for you. Please share, like, comment this video, and I'm gonna see you in December for the next general reading of the period. Take care, Gemini.